JB, good to see you. Today, we're going to talk through the four biggest financial myths and the truth behind them. I love it when we get to do a little myth busting. Some of the most common beliefs about money, retirement, and investing are just myths, and believing in them can really hurt your financial future. So, here are the top four. Number one, the market always goes up. How do you help clients stay realistic about market cycles while staying invested for the long run?
Hey, Erin, great to see you. With myth busting, I feel like we should have some sort of myth music in the background. But
Sure.
the neat the neat thing with the markets is, regardless of what number people say the markets have grown, it's not going to be a steady climb. I love
Mm,
this visual because a lot of times you might see the last 15 or 20 years of the markets, but this goes back to the 1980s, and it really is like climbing a mountain. You've got you've got peaks and valleys, so you have to understand that the market is not going to grow a steady 7 or 8% every single year. You might have some years it goes up 20, other years it goes down 10. Next year it might go up 5. So you have to remain realistic, and you have to stick with the fact that the markets are going to go up, they're going to go down, and you have to be prepared for that, especially if you're relying on money that's in the market in retirement.
yeah, really important. Myth number two, the 4% rule works for everyone.
Oh, this is another great one. Back in the 90s, they came out with the 4% rule. And basically the way it works is you take, if you withdraw 4% of your account and adjust it for inflation every single year, then the idea was, the old rules were, most of the time you would not run out of money in retirement. But with the 4% rule, it definitely did not work in years like 2022, where we had inflation approaching double digits and the markets were down 20%. So you have to make sure that you have diversification so that you can weather those storms at any time, but especially in retirement when you're drawing income. It's great to have money in the markets, but you have to have money outside of the market so that you don't have those big storms where you're taking too much money out.
Mhm. All right, myth number three. This one may be my favorite. My taxes will be lower in retirement. Why might retirees be paying more in taxes after they stop working?
So with this, that we've always heard, when you retire, you'll be paying less in income
Right,
taxes.
right.
Well, your income might be lower. We don't know where taxes are going to be. What
Hmm.
if tax rates are the way they were back in the 60s or 70s or even early 80s? We don't know what's going to happen. Tax Cuts and Jobs Act is set to expire at the end of the year.
Right.
If it gets extended, we know what's going to go on for the foreseeable future, however many years that is, but we don't know where are things going to be in 10 years or 20 years or 30 years down the road. The other thing is RMDs. If folks
Right.
have too much money in pre-tax accounts, then they're going to have to pay taxes on that money. You think about someone having to take 4% of their account out when they're 75. Well, if it's $1 million account, that's 40,000 bucks. By the time
Hmm.
they get close to 80, then it's 50,000, and then the accounts are growing. So RMDs can be a big hiccup when it comes to taxes in retirement. The other thing, really quickly, is we also see a lot of folks, if it's a married couple, you know where your taxes are, but our tax code does not favor single tax filers. So when
Right.
someone passes away, taxes can go up a lot for those folks.
Right. Yeah. They call that the widow's tax, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that can be terrible. All right. Myth number four. I don't need life insurance once I retire. Why would someone need life insurance in retirement?
So with that, you may look at the basics. You may say, okay, what if just need it for final expenses and burial and things like that? And a lot of people think, okay, I understand that. But unfortunately, they don't look at the fact that in retirement, a lot of times, thinking back to like the widow's tax, in that example, we met with someone last week who we've been working with them for about 15 years. He passed away. So his Social Security was higher, so they're going to keep that Social Security check, but hers is going to go away. So if they don't plan for that $18,000 a year of lost income, if they don't have enough savings to weather that storm, then life insurance could help make up for that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Also, with thinking about the new rules over the last 5 years with inherited IRA, life insurance can also be used to pay income taxes on inherited
Mhm.
IRA dollars. So it can be used for taxes, it can be used for survivor benefits, it can also be used for final expenses.
Right. Yeah, you've said before, JB, there's clearly no cookie cutter answer to this, and especially if somebody needs life insurance. It comes down to each person's separate financial goals and situation. So if somebody wants to talk through what's right for them and get that financial plan, what's the best way to reach you?
Best way to reach us would be you can visit us online at hello@beckettfinancialgroup.com. You can also give us a call at 803-939-4848, and we'd be happy to talk.
Great. JB, thank you.
Thank you, Erin.